My name is Virgil Waytes. I am a technical consultant for Bank of America, and I am a board member of the Union County Education Foundation. Yeah, I went to the Norfolk State University located in Norfolk, Virginia. To be honest with you, when I finished high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was kind of in a rut, and so my parents were like, well, we'll give you some time to kind of figure things out, but we want you to go to at least some junior colleges to keep your mind stimulated. So I went to a junior college, Richard Bland, out in Virginia for a little bit, and then I said, you know what, I do want to go to college. And I only picked Norfolk State because my mom and dad actually went there, so I applied to that one school and got in. Yeah, it was actually School of Business Management Information Systems with a minor in computer science. I think every kid's dream is to do what their parents do. So mine was always to do some kind of work in computers. Mom and dad both did computer work. So looking at them, I see they were able to provide for my sister and I. And so I said, you know what, that's what I want to do. But as a kid, I think I always wanted to be a football player, of course. But I knew that dream after high school wasn't gonna make it. So reality set in, and I said, okay, well, mom and dad looks good. I can do it. To be honest with you, never once changed. I went to school for it. Stayed with that major. Everything seemed to come pretty easy for me with it. I was always focused that, this is what I was going to do. I didn't have any kind of different plans. I said, I'm going to go to school for this. And I went to school for that and did all the classes that I was supposed to do. Now, was it easy? No, it wasn't. But I didn't give up. I just kept doing it. So I really just stayed with it, to be honest with you. Never once decided to change. It's just, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I really didn't have too many internships. A lot of stuff just kind of happened for me. I will say, though, while I'm now at the bank, I do a lot of job shadowing for all the positions that I have had at the bank now. So that has kind of helped me because, again, I only have a bachelor's. A lot of people may have a master's or have certificates in different things. But for me personally, it's more of a rapport. A lot of people get to talking to me. They see my work ethic, and so I'll reach out to them. Hey, I'm looking to see what you do. Can I just job shadow with you for a little bit? And they say, yeah, not a problem. And then they say, you know what, we like you. We see what you can do. Hey, we got a role open for you. So for me, that's how I kind of navigated through my job experience versus other people who may have certain credentials. I didn't have all those credentials, but my work ethic and my willingness to learn kind of showed them, hey, you know what, we want to take this chance on this young man and give him this opportunity. I think when it came into me, like the position I'm in now, I love it. And again, I got it because I knew someone. I just love the position. Everything about it is ever changing. It's every day is something new that I'm learning. I'm looked upon as a SME, so that's a subject matter expert. I do a lot of training with the new hires. I'm the person that all our different business partners reach out to me, whether they're local or they're not. I'm almost getting a IM or email. Hey, I got this situation. Can you look at it? Can you assist me? So it just kind of happens. You know what, to be honest with you, it's funny. I first got hired at Bank of America in college, and then I left, and then I started traveling with the IT department, the IT firm. But then I moved to Charlotte because that place said that you can live anywhere you want to. And I remember the experience I had at Bank of America, and so I went back there. And I just remember when I was in college, even though it was a position I didn't like, the environment was great at Bank of America. And so I said, I'm going to try again. I just knew someone who worked there again. So I reached out to them. They got me in at a lower end position, but I was in there. And so working at Bank of America as a whole has just been great. I've been back at Bank of America since 2005. I was originally hired back in 2003. But since 2005, I've been continuously at Bank of America. So I found that employer because it's a great employer. I can't lie about that. I guess that's why I haven't left. I've been in a lot of different positions there. It's just a great place to be. Environment-wise, leadership, everything. So to answer your question, it's just a great place to be. I think the only thing I can say is that I had one particular position while at the bank. I was in that particular role for 5 years. Nothing came out of it. It was a very good position, but it was no kind of direction. And when I say direction, I feel like, there was no kind of standard. So if I come in and you come in, we both were doing the same position, but we both are not knowing the same exact thing. So I might go to you for something and you can answer it one way, and then I might go to someone else and they may answer it another way. But that position, I was there for 5 years and nothing happened. It was just, you just still, whatever you came in at year 1 is what happened in year 5. And so at that one time, I was kind of down, was kind of a little upset, because I was putting in the work. But again, something ended up happening where someone said, hey, we got a position for you here. I didn't apply for it, but they said we have something for you, and that was it. So that 1 5-year period, even though it was great working for the company, it was just kind of a bad time for me at the company as a whole, because that's the one time that I know I was working to excel, but I never progressed. I was still where I was when I first came in, where I left. Don't give up. You're going to come with bumps and bruises. There's going to be times that you're going to get frustrated. There's going to be times where you think, hey, what do I need to do? Just don't give up. Things will always work out at the end. My mantra, what I always tell to my kids is, life is already written. The only thing you can do is just do the best that you can. It's already there. Just continue to do the best you can. So just never give up. It's always a light at the end of the tunnel. For me personally, I don't think so. I think even though everyone will say they can make more money or you need more money, I think my career path is my career path. Everything happened for me, the reason why it happened. Some people may say, more schooling, more this, more that. But for me personally, I can say what was for me is for me. I did what I needed to do. I reached out to the people that I needed to reach out to. I did the work that I needed to do, but my mind frame at different times wasn't where it needed to be. So some people were ready to go to college directly. Some people were not. But I always would say, keep your mind stimulated all the time. Even if you're not ready to go to school right then and there, still learn, read, take classes to keep your mind stimulated, because you do not want to get your mind stagnant, because then that's when things will happen. Me personally, my next role will be cybersecurity. I am looking to get into that. I'm currently, ironically, job shadowing with them. I met a person and we just start talking, and they said they work at the bank. I told them I work at the bank. They told me where they work. I said, that's where I want to be. And they said, well, you know what? Let's set something up. So that's my next career path. But I do know I will have to get some additional schooling. So I'm going to have to get that certificate that I kept putting off.